Zach, thanks for joining us. Third season back in Manchester now, starting to make it home.
Yeah, definitely. When I first came down from Glasgow, spoke with Finner, and he's a great salesman, I think, as everyone at the club knows. And I love it here. I said to him as soon as I came here, as long as you want me, I'll always come back. And it's second home to me now, and love playing here. Love the group we've got this season, and obviously results have been kind of topsy-turvy, but I think we've got a really good group that will do something special this year.
So you mentioned the group, and a lot of the guys that we've spoken to so far this season, the resounding thoughts are that it's a great group, and it's certainly a young group, which is probably putting you in a position that maybe you've not been in your career. At 28, you're one of the older heads in the room, and somebody that's there to provide the advice.
Yeah, I've usually been the younger guy, but I guess now with quite a few people being born after 2000, it's a bit of a reality check. But no, it's good. It's good to see the hunger in the young guys as well, and being a little bit older now and having played for a few years in this league, it kind of brings that hunger back out of you as well. So I've kind of felt that this year, that with the younger group, they want it a lot more, and it's kind of reinvigorated us older guys, if you like, to kind of match that intensity. And I think it's doing wonders for our group. And like everyone else has said, we've got a really great group. It's a really tight-knit bunch, and it's going good so far.
So focusing on recent games, Saturday night was a great result at home against Dundee. Sunday performance wasn't really there from the guys. How would you assess last weekend?
Yeah, going into it, Ginner kind of said that we've been playing well at home, but we haven't really been getting the results. And I think Saturday was a great turning point for us, especially at home. It proved to all of us, I think, in our own minds, that if we play the right way, if we play with the right intensity, then we will get rewarded. Because I think the last couple of home games we played really well, but we just haven't quite had the bounces. And then Saturday was going into Sheffield. They're always a good team. They always kind of ramp up the pressure, and I think we actually did really well as a unit to come out of the first tied. Lavi made some unbelievable saves. And then it was kind of one of those games where it was whoever kind of scored first was going to have a really good chance of winning, and they kind of got the lucky one on the power play off the guy Shimpad. And I think the biggest thing we're disappointed with is the kind of collapse we had. They scored 4 goals in 4 or 5 minutes, and from our point of view, that's something that we want to get out of our game. It's, I think, like we said earlier in the interview, we've got a young group. I think it's a good learning curve. It's still only October. There's a long way to go. So if we can take from the Sunday game that if we let a goal in, it's not the end of the world. There's still plenty of time left, and then it's a good lesson to learn. Yeah, it's all about us. I think that's a big thing that we've talked about this year as a group. It's about us. It's about what we do on the ice. It's not so much about what the opponent does. And I think if we go into the weekend, play our game, play the right way, play with the right intensity, play on the edge but not over the edge, we've got a really good chance of having a really good weekend.